Good morning. Good morning. For those of you who don't know for some strange reason, I'm Sean Clark, the head of Supreme Counseling, and I am the person who will be conducting your team building or teamwork seminar today. We have joining us, before I continue, I usually just call her Aiden. Aiden is from Princess Trust International. It's not to let them see it, don't you? You're afraid to show off your beauty? And Aiden is with the organization. As long as you get through this process today, you will be receiving your certificate for team building from Princess Trust International. I think the facilitators would have explained to you at some point in time what Princess Trust International is, the certificate, the usefulness of the certificate that you will have. So, we're going to get started, saying that we're a bit behind time, and we're going to start with an activity. For this activity, we are going to go, I'm going to go per table because you're working in teams, and we are going to utilize this space in front of here with each team lining in this direction. Now, listen to the instructions carefully. You are lining up shortest to tallest, all right? You are lining up shortest to tallest, so the shortest person in your team will go first, the tallest person in your team will go last. You are going to do it without talking. So no talking whatsoever, hand signs, signals, whatever the case. You're not pulling both people through like you own them, but you are going to do it without any kind of speech whatsoever. And you have 3 minutes in which to do it. So the instructions, shortest to tallest, no talking whatsoever, and it must be completed in 3 minutes. So, table stand. Just come with me to the front and occupy a space. We can start from all over here so that we will have enough room. So come forward, teams. Remember your teams, your teammates, and we will get the exercise done. Remember, you are not talking. You have 3 minutes, and I will start that 3 minutes as soon as all the teams are to the front of the room. Now, don't think when they're going to fool me and when they go on a mask and they're whispering so I can't see lips moving. No. No talking. Come forward for me, man, please. That look kind of out to me. Is this correct? Who is tall of the two of you? He's a short man. Don't try to fool people with your height. Step forward a bit for me so the guy can come from like Santa Claus under the Christmas tree. Good. Step forward for me, Frederick Smith. The only school in the opposite direction, Frederick Smith. All right, that was quite easy, wasn't it? You're not supposed to talk. Who say yes? Okay, great. Go back to your teams, to your tables, in the lines that you're in, and sit around your tables in similar fashion. I don't know, check and see. Or left for my friends out back. You gotta go through here and just look for my friends and tell them they'll help you. So what we're going to do now is that you together, you will name your team. What should we be called? Together, as Ms. Harris is going to come around with the cards, you are going to name your team. So together, remember this is teamwork, this is team building. So together, decide what you will call your team. It is completely up to you. However, I don't want the team's name, nothing that I got tear the paper fast. No kind of obscene language, name your team. Nothing that will come out of Jamaican and dub songs that I can't tell you about right now. You will give your team a decent name. I am going to give you 3 minutes to come up with that. Start thinking, guys, start talking. Do whatever you will talk as a team to come up with your team's name. Once you come up with your team's name, you can write that name on the card that you have and then put it on your table as it is here. You have 2 minutes. Drew, where the markers that they can write. We're going to pass around some markers that you can write the name of your team. You good? I don't realize that there's one female in this team. Do not do not allow these guys to make you do all the work, huh? Yeah, I know, I did so too. Yeah, it's all right. Remember, if you decide to name your team Pepper Sauce, you gotta tell me why you call your team Pepper Sauce. No Belgian bullocks, please. Nothing so. Unless you can justify why. You have a few seconds to go. What sort of ignorance is this? This team trying to be clever, right? Yeah, we're trying to be real clever. Why is my phone going off at this time? I can't answer, you know. And your time is up. Put the names on your of the team on your tables that I can see, please. Ocean. Okay, you can tell me why shortly. Peace. Because that's so. No, I can't give you 5, big man. Time up.
What about your tripping?
So what is the name of your team?
Together we stand.
Together we stand. That's a good name. What happened to it? But where the together is? Are you only saying we stand?
No, we just standing. Just together.
T-O.
I know I get only at the order
Mm-hmm. This is real teamwork.
Nah, you just laughing.
No. G-E. You want another piece of card, man?
Yeah.
No. Turn this one inside out, you see?
You can't reach.
Clever do. There you go. I'll come back to you. Lions. With 2 females. What's all the madness I see at all though? PMSS. So when I move 2 or 3 PMSSs from here, I'm bringing a FSS or a G or a SGS. Is it still going to be PMSS? And the name of the morning, the name of the entire seminar so far, Team A. Can you get more ridiculous than that? That is the easy way out. But this is my favorite table today, you see? But don't say thank you yet. Now, next step, choose a leader. Get together. No, don't just point fingers. No. Get together and choose a leader. 2 minutes to choose your leader. You guys selected your leader? You decline? Well, you have to go again. You have about 1 minute. You can do it? That's the spirit. My favorite team, did you select your leader? And don't tell me the female. Who is the leader? All right, good. So your time is up. All team leaders, please stand. That is a confident table. There we go. Great. Great. There we go. So we know the leaders of each table, the leader of each table. You guys can sit. Thank you. Now this aspect is going to take a bit too long, so I'm going to skip this for now, where you will have to create a logo for your team. We all know what a logo is, right? So I want you to give it some thought because I'm going to come back to it. I promise you that I'm going to come back to it. So I want you to give some thought for the logo for your team. Now, let's have a discussion about that activity. How difficult was it to come up, firstly, with a group name? Was it difficult to come up with a group name? Mm-hmm. Yes? What was difficult about it? You didn't know what to put down?
Opinions.
Okay. Was it challenging? Who says no? Okay, the Lions said no. So it was challenging for everybody to come up with a group name. What about selecting a leader? Was it difficult? Was it challenging to select a leader? No? So therefore it was easy for you guys to select your leader? Who says no? You said no? Why was it not easy? Because you don't know the people around you. And you don't know what they bring to the table. So, my question is, what process did you use? How did you, as a team, and I'm going to start with this team, how have you as a team come up with the name Ocean? What went into it? The woman said, "Can we pass the ocean this morning?" Was there any real thought that went into the name? Who came up with the name?
No, she feel Blue Ocean. That was definitely Ocean.
Okay, so one person said Blue Ocean, and then some person else said Ocean. Was there anybody on this table for peace who disagreed with the name? They can't use that's all either? You didn't have any disagreement. So who came up with the name Peace? This young man did. And everybody agreed with it. Why Peace?
Because we're all peaceful people. None of us are aggressive here.
He says that they are all peaceful people. None of you are aggressive. Do you know this young lady? So how do you know that she's not aggressive? Have you ever met this young man? So how do you know that he's not aggressive? Oh, you are judging them based on how they're sitting and not giving problems. But do you know that sometimes when people find themselves in a new or a different situation, they are good until, and then when they get to know you and they get to know you, then the real person comes out. So how do you know this is not a disguise until she eats lunch, and after lunch then you really see the hype. You get what I'm trying to say to you? All right. I don't even want to hear about team here. Together we stand. I love this name. Who came up with it? This young man did. Why together we stand? We are one people and we come here to achieve one goal. Fantastic. Any of you had objections to the name? No? So you all agreed to. Did you objected to it? He said who? Young Goose? Or Young Youths? Okay, good. So you all agreed to the name. And did you agree to the name because you did not want to put the effort in to come up with anything else? Or was it that catchy to you as soon as it came out? You bust your brain for that? That means you aren't thinking for the rest of the day, boy. You ain't getting none so you for the rest of the day. Lions. Who came up with the name? All of you. But yet some fingers pointing at you. Why Lions? Was it a team effort? Anybody disagreed to the name Lions? So all of you agree with it. All right. Let me ask you a different question. Stand for me a minute, Tanya. Did this beautiful young lady had anything to do with this name? Don't tell lies for her.
I have not spoken to them other than saying good morning. What are you talking about?
Thank you. I'm not going to ask you why PMSS, because we all know what it stands for. Are you saying to us that you really have? So, okay, fantastic. Now we are thinking. So, what does it stand for? In today's concept, what does it stand for?
Pride, merit, service, and success.
I want you to stand up, man. Stand to your feet. Come over here. Just step over here. I want you to hold this, right? And look at him. Get a photo of this here for that. Now, with your loudest voice possible, I want you to tell the entire room what your PMSS stands for today.
It stands for pride, merit, service, and success. Wow.
Pride, merit, service, and success. Now, what he just demonstrated to you is that you should not jump to conclusions. When I saw PMSS and the table is surrounded by Princess Margaret students, automatically I thought that it stood for Princess Margaret Secondary School. And that is a good lesson in teamwork and team building. You never jump to conclusions. You never assume that you know what it is until you know what it is. But that is a fantastic job, guys. Fantastic. Now, team. We're using the car as a team. Is that team complete? No. Can the car drive? No. What is missing from it? A wheel, a tire. Okay, good. So this is an incomplete team, correct? What about this team? It looks like there's a flat. Can the car drive? Still with the flat? Who says yes? Okay, I agree with you, it can still drive, but how?
It will be, when it's driving, it will just be wobbling on the side that is flat.
It will be wobbling on the side that is flat. You also said yes. Why yes?
Same answer.
No, I don't deal with the same answer. You can write up on the exam paper and get the marks right.
Because when you're driving it right, keep noise and it can be wobbling about.
It will keep noise and it will be wobbling about. Great. So that this team, if you use this car as a team, the car can still drive, the team can still operate, but it will not be effective. Because there's one part of the team, although not missing, is not functioning to its fullest capacity. You guys getting that concept? So, unlike the first, where the team cannot move at all, with the second, the team can move, but, the team can move, but it will not be effective because one team member is not operating to its fullest, to his or her fullest capacity. What about this? What about this? You don't play with me. Yeah. Okay, what about this team? It's operating full capacity, which means that all of its parts are together and working as should. So, what you have to decide by the end of the day, if this will be your team, if that will be your team, or if this will be your team. You will decide that by the end of today. So now that we've used the car as an example for team, Shane, I don't know what this is, I don't know like that.
Everything first,
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Shane. So, we've used the car as an example of a team. So my question to you then is, what is a team? Pardon me? A group of people that works together. Fantastic. Anybody else want to add to that? A group of people that come together to achieve a goal.
And a group of people that come and make the decisions and they talk about it and they do it.
A group of people that come together, make decisions, and then enact those decisions. Great. So, we all have an idea of a team, a group. A team is a group of individuals all working together for one common purpose. So if I had to ask Team A, what is your purpose for working as a team today? What would your answer be?
Pursue and achieve.
Pursue and achieve. Okay, we are thinking. Do you think, Ocean, your purpose of being here today as a team is different from Team A's purpose? Or do you share the same purpose? You share the same purpose. Peace. What is that purpose? What is the purpose of you being here as a team today? We've realized that all the tables are here with the same purpose. What is that purpose?
To help and achieve together.
To achieve together, okay, we are thinking. Anybody else?
Encourage one another.
I used to wear these colors, so don't disappoint me.
Encourage one another.
To encourage each other, okay, good. To succeed. You see now they remind you that I wear them colors, how much them talking. The individuals making up a team should have common goals and common objectives and think along the same lines. So you must have a common goal, a common objective, thinking along the same lines. That is the only way that a team will function as should. Let's use a football team to illustrate the team. How many parts make up the football team? How many persons make up the football team? 11. Great. And these 11 people, they all have different roles to perform. So you may have your goalie, your defense, your midfield, your strikers, your wings, both left, right, your defense. And all 11, and your midfield, which is your center, all 11 of these players come together with one goal. Now, if you look at netball, you will realize that it's the same team. They have the same roles, as far as I know. You have your goalkeeper, your defense, your center, your wings, your defense, your goal shoot. And all of them together make up one whole, which means that there is a team, different roles, one common goal, and that goal is to win. If one of those players get a red card, is the team functioning at its full capacity? So now there's a disadvantage for that team because there's one player on that team that is no longer valuable to the team. So it means that every single person in the team has a role to play. And unless you perform that role to the best of your ability, you are cutting short on the team. You're not giving the team your all. Teamwork in motion. Now, we have an activity for you where you are going to be given a puzzle broken down in pieces, and you have, as a team, to put that puzzle together. And I'm going to be generous and give you, let me think about that. Captains, as soon as each of the tables receive their puzzles, the captain will open the envelope. Open your envelopes, please. Okay, you can take the pieces out. Should I be generous and give them 2 minutes? 5?
Yes, or more. 2 minutes.
Okay. You're okay, so some persons say give them 5 minutes, some persons say give them 8 minutes, so you have 6 minutes. Starting now. I can see that this team is not working as a team. You have 2 team members here sitting down trying to look pretty. Ocean is doing well. They seem to have a strategy in place. Good teamwork. I'm saying everybody in the team engaged. I am seeing, as you usually find one, where they're just talking, and doing nothing but talking.
Split it up into individual tasks.
PMSS is working as a team. Real teamwork is going on here. If y'all only know how proud this young lady is of you, huh? She is so proud of Princess Margaret. And the lions are fully engaged. As, well, you know something? I now realize why this table is called the Lions. But it now strikes me, St. George Secondary at its best. The Lions of St. George. Working together as a team as well. You have 3 minutes, but I will give you 4. You see, I'm not a bad person after all. Oh, he's the motivator.
Real smart over there.
And the motivator ain't doing that but sitting on looking pretty, real smart over there, real smart.
Energy, pushing them forward. What's really the issue?
Team A is doing really, really well. Really well. Both working as a team and getting the puzzle sorted. Now this is teamwork at its best. So far, all of you earned your certificate, including the motivator.
Kind of different things you have now and see how you can fit them up.
Ooh, my side burning.
I see PMSS has called in a consultant. And that is also a good strategy by some teams. No, I can see that Team A has the concept of putting a puzzle together. So one team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 persons are working, 6 persons are working at it, and they have decided that the 7th person will be the motivator. So he's clapping and he's encouraging them.
This one really is working as a motivator.
I see we have a motivator here as well. Team A is completed. Give Tini a round of applause. Good job. Y'all finished as well? Okay, great, fantastic. Brilliant. Ocean finished first. Fantastic work, guys. It looks like this team here needs a motivator as well. But I'm going to say to you now that you have 2 minutes. Repeat that, sir. You're finished as well?
Missing a piece.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Exactly. That is what is called teamwork. Well, that looks nice.
Right, put the other there.
It is now 6 minutes after 10. When you started, it was 10. It is 7 after 10. I'm going to do you a favor. For the ones that are not yet finished, I'm going to give you 1 additional minute. So you will still get the 8 minutes that you begged for. 1 minute. And that is time. Time is up. Thank you, guys. You may be seated. So, let us start with Ocean. Because you guys finished just before Team A did. Was it a difficult task? It wasn't difficult? What strategy did you guys employ? What plan did you have? How did you put it together so quickly? You turned over some of the pieces and then you shared the pieces amongst the members? Okay, and then you came together and put it together. Fantastic strategy. Team A, what strategy did you use as a team?
We started with the edges of the puzzle first, and then after that, Rachel suggested that we look at the letters to figure out how the puzzle will be formed.
And the patterns to see which piece will go which. So the corners are held template to put it together.
Brilliant. So what Team A is saying to me is that they had some level of discussion before they actually dive into putting the puzzle together. And some things that they discussed was putting the edges of the puzzle together first, which is always a great strategy in putting the puzzle together. And then some personnel suggested looking at the letters and making sense of the letters. And that's a fantastic strategy. Now I want a team. Now, PMSS is finished as well, but there's a piece of the puzzle missing. So, no, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry that it is missing. Is your puzzle complete? Your puzzle not being completed, was it the fault of any of the team members? No, sir. Great. So it means that sometimes a team could be gelling and working together, but there can be a difficulty that steps into the work that is of no fault of any of the team members. So don't feel bad, guys. You guys did well. You feel bad because you got a missing piece? Oh, good. Let's look at the teams that were not able to complete. The team that was not able to complete. So let me go over here. Lions, what happened? Captain, you have to report for your team. Now, another thing about teams is, let's say, for example, I am the CEO of this company, of the Lions company, and something goes wrong with this team. When I come downstairs as the CEO to find out what went wrong, who do you think the person is that I'm going to question first? The captain. Because the captain is responsible for the ship. So, sir, what went wrong with your team?
I think they said that so many things missing, but not really. I think that it's just like miscommunication.
So the captain is saying that he thinks that it was a case of miscommunication. And miscommunication is a fantastic word because that is usually one of the shortfalls or one of the disadvantages in working as a team. So,
This was the most difficult puzzle.
and we're being told that you had the most difficult puzzle. But the strongest steel goes through the hottest fire. So don't worry about that. But I'm glad that you did not complete your puzzle because it showed one disadvantage of working as a team. The captain said miscommunication. The puzzles that are completed, what does it say? Teamwork makes the dream work. Any of you disagree with that? There's one young lady from the Together We Stand who said, you see, you see how easy it is when you're working as a team? So straight off, you get the message from the activity that you did. So, with that said, what is teamwork? We looked at a team, we know what a team is. We just did an example of teamwork. Can anybody now explain to us what is teamwork? Yes, sir? I'm sorry I don't have a mic that everybody can, so if you can just throw your voice a bit. I can feed you for it, don't worry, just throw it. So teamwork is when people come together to communicate to achieve something. Anybody else want to add to that? Anybody disagree with that definition? You agree with it? Okay. What about this table over here? Y'all ain't gonna sleep on me the entrance. Anybody want to add to what the young man said? What is teamwork? We know what a team is because we discussed team. You just did an example, working as a team. So what is teamwork? Communicating with each other. Okay, that's a start. Anybody else on this table want to help her? Come guys, let's work as a team. Achieving. Okay, so they had two team members that contribute, working together, achieving. Any other team members want to chip in? Who is the captain of this team? You are? You don't look like a good motivator. You have to motivate your team, get them up and pump.
Wish I could do that.
You wish you could do that?
Me right here is kind of sad that we weren't able to finish this.
So do you feel a bit sad that you were not able to finish the task? You shouldn't, because as a team, it will teach you now that the next task, and there will be a next one, that you have to come up with strategies. You have to, for example, Team A, they had a brief discussion before they started putting the puzzle together. Now that is important as a team. We discuss what we will do before it is done. As Supreme Counseling, for example, we are planning for the activities and events that we will have for you next year, the things that we'll do for you next year. And we are hoping that this COVID thing keeps quiet so we can get back out there and really have some of our fun activities. But before we can execute them, before we can do them, we have to sit as a team and we have to plan. And that is what Team A did. They had a task to fulfill, a duty to do, and they sat as a team and they spoke about it first, and then they did it. Now, whose idea was it to have that discussion? Who led that discussion? The captain? So it was not led by the captain. It was led by another team member. Who is the captain? You are. So how did you feel having another member of your team take charge?
Well, it wasn't a problem.
Repeat that?
It wasn't a problem, just working together.
It wasn't a problem, it was just working together. Fantastic. Though you know that I have some team leaders that would have been vexed. And they would have seen it as disrespectful. And big man, who you think is going to try and take over? But you worked as a team and you got the job done. So, teamwork. One, the ability to work with others. That's the first thing when you're looking at teamwork, the ability to work with others. Secondly, help others reach their full potential. So although this young man ain't touched a puzzle up to now, he have not touched a piece of the puzzle, but he contributed as a part of the team because he took on the role of motivator. We can get this done. We can do this. We find that, for example, our Prime Minister tries her best at that, trying to motivate a country. We got this. This is who we are. We can do this as long as we do it together. So not all members of the team put the puzzle together, but one person made sure that the team remained motivated. And then that team achieved common goals together. So the end game was to get your puzzle done. Teamwork makes the dream work. And different tables, different teams, different captains came up with different ways of reaching the goal, but reached the goal at the end of the day. It is like some of us doing long division and getting out the answer, and some of us doing short division and getting out the same answer. It is just the route that you decide to take. Now, did you see any teamwork? You saw teamwork in all three? How did the team work together in the first clip?
We walk together so it will tip over and not so the killer will not.
Great. But I like what you said, but I love what this young man said. Repeat what you said.
That all went on one side.
The entire team was on one side. My friend, you're sick. Well, sit up. Thank you. Love it. All the team members went on one side. They worked as a team. Any captains? You saw any leaders on the three clips? The one with the ants? Mm-hmm.
And then the one with the props to the small aircraft.
Yes. So that in everything that we do, some person always comes out as the leader. And if we work together as a team, we can achieve. So let me throw a little curveball here. The violence that are currently happening in our schools. And we are all trying to figure out what can be done. How do you think teamwork, well, first question, do you think teamwork can help put an end to violence in schools? Yes. Those of you who believe that, put your hands up. That teamwork can help put an end to violence in school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 out of an entire room. One of you that put your hands up, tell us, how can teamwork help solve the violence in our schools? How do you think it can work? Why do you think teamwork can help put an end to violence in our schools? You will volunteer or you'll be voluntold. So you believe that it can work, but you don't know how it can work? What about if a group of students from Frederick Smith gets together in the majority and decide as a team, we're not getting involved in violence. We're not going to laugh when some person is bullied. We're not going to encourage the person who is bullying someone to continue the task. Is that not teamwork? And you said no? Who said no? And if that is teamwork, then don't you think it can cause a reduction in the level of violence at our schools, if we work together as a team, all saying, I'm not going to laugh at that, I'm not going to support that, that is not what I'm about. All right, let's look at the characteristics of effective teams. Now, you were asked to do your scrapbooks, your portfolios. How many of you, with your facilitators, were able to get your scrapbooks done? Any of you? I'm saying Princess Margaret, St. George, Frederick Smith. Because at some time today, we are going to hand them out. At some time today, yes. And we're going to give the ones the opportunity the ones who were not able to complete their scrapbooks to do that. Because your portfolio is going to be an important piece of the puzzle in getting that certificate from PTA. I think your facilitators may have walked with, well, some of them, your portfolios. So, the characteristics of an effective team. Help me distribute these bags, please. 1 bag per table. Give to the captains. Yes. I think there might be extras. All right, give me the extras. Thank you. Now, what I want you guys to do, I will keep 3 bags right here for myself. But I will keep 4 bags. What I want you guys to do as a team led by your captains, I want you to discuss your bags. You are not supposed to open the bag. You will decide whether you are going to keep that bag or whether you are going to swap that bag with one of the other teams, or if you're going to come to me and exchange that bag for one of my 4 bags. Let us start. You will discuss your bag, then you will decide whether or not you will keep that bag or if you will trade that bag in with me or exchange it with one of the other teams. Let's get going. Remember, you're not opening the bag, you're not peeping through the top. I see one captain smelling the bag. Now, if you decide that you are going to trade your bike with another team, you have to decide which team you are going to approach to make that trade. That team will decide whether or not they want to work with you.
You having fun with that? I like that saying. I like to see if the utilize their mentality. That lady, I need to do that comfortable because I know it's starting to talk.
Yes. You have 1 more minute to discuss, to decide, to negotiate. Who wants to switch? Okay, stand for me, please. Now you have to decide which table you want to switch with, and then you have to approach the captain of that table. Negotiate. You want to switch with me? Okay, come. We're going to negotiate. Where you want to switch, sir? Where does your team want to switch? You're not sure? Well, in that case, sir, I can't do business with you. Because if you come into me and tell me you're not sure, I don't know if you're trying to give me a bomb. You have to be sure. You have to discuss, you have to decide as a team why we want to switch. What is it about our bag that we are not in favor with? You just can't come and say, I want to switch, but I ain't sure. Selling guns to the Indians. So, sir, if you decided that, so, Mr. Captain, sir, you decided that you're not going to switch anymore? You're going to keep your bag? You have a strong leader or you have a weak leader? Imagine your leader comes into my office to do business, and I spoke to him a bit aggressively, and your leader puts his tail between his legs and runs back to his office. What is your decision, ma'am? You are going to keep it. All right. What's your decision, sir? Keep. What's your decision, sir? Or have you not decided this yet? This team is undivided. There's conflict within this team. It looks as if there's going to be a coup. Somebody's going to overthrow this captain. Captain, this ship is sinking. Your sea, sir, seems to be rough. So you're switching, and you are now coming on behalf of the team? Captain overthrow, boy. So, sir, good morning to you.
Morning.
How can we do business?
We believe that we may have stand a benefit from this transaction.
He says, we believe that we may have something to gain from this transaction. I could talk with you. What is there to gain, sir?
Pardon?
And make a selection. Pardon me? That's up to the team. That is up to the team. I am loving Team A. That is completely up to the team. So the team sends in another representative. He's probably the analyzer of the team. And then there's another team just peeping in. He's the spy.
This one.
Okay, back then.
Fantastic. There you go, sir. No problem. No, I don't shake hands like that. Thank you. Nice doing business with you. Nice doing business with you, sir. Now we're going to have a discussion very soon about what happened here, because I love what happened here, and we're going to talk about that. But let's go over to PMSS. Captain, where is the captain? Keep or trade? Keep. Now this captain goes team. Keep or trade? Keep. Keep. What a way of making decisions. My lions and my friends. You know I love St. George. Keep. Who is the captain? You agree that you're going to keep? Why? You all decided that you will keep. And one you already says we feel lucky. Together we stand. Are you standing by your bike? Captain, talk with me. You're going to keep? Why?
Everybody decided to keep.
Everybody decided that you will keep. Great. Now, how did the group work together in terms of making that decision? What was the thought process? How did you arrive? What are some of the things you did to decide that you're going to keep your bike?
We touch it.
You touch it?
We thought it was snacks.
You thought it was snacks?
So we keep it.
So you keep it? So in other words, when hungry? Just joking. Frederick Smith and Lion. How did you decide that you're going to keep your bike, sir? What thought process? What did you do?
We pass it around to everyone.
You passed the bag around to everybody.
We felt the bag.
You felt the bag.
And we decided to keep it.
And you decided to keep it. All right. I keep it stable for last. Together we stand. How did you decide to keep your bike?
We discussed it first.
You discussed it first,
We vote on it.
and you voted on it.
And we touch it, and we felt like,
You touch it. You
you know, the spirit of the bag telling me to keep it.
My woman said, the spirit of the bike tell me to keep it. Or you go with the spirit of the bike. But this guy said something very important. Did you hear what the guy said? That they did? Because you were not listening. They voted. Now this is the first team that I hear mention any kind of democratic system. They voted to decide whether they would keep their bags or not. Not a table one who touched it and thought it was snacks and decided that they would keep. Head Lion, sir, how did you decide to keep your bag? What process or processes did you go through?
So basically, we come together and then we make an agreement that we analyze the bag.
How did you analyze the bag?
Touching it.
By touching it, okay.
We have our own.
Somebody smell it too.
We have our own opinions. Our opinion was the same thing. Therefore,
So you had your separate opinions, but you realized that they were the same. Okay, and then you decided to keep your bike. All right. The captain here has a question. Yes, sir. What is your question? The question is, and I'm going to let teamwork now prevail. The captain from PMSS wants to know, is it too late to trade? What do you guys think?
Yes. Yes.
The princess from Parkinson says, is there a good reason why? So what is your reason to trade? You may have a better chance. Is this your decision or the team's decision?
Yeah, that's the decision.
Is his so you're an autocratic leader. So okay. I am a fair businessman. So I'm going to go into business with you. I would allow you to trade. But we will trade under my conditions. I will trade, Captain, are you listening? Because of the lateness, and you have already reached the deadline, but I'm a good boy. So I'm going to trade half of my bag for your entire bag. Discuss it with your team. Let me know if you are still willing to trade. Because you are late, half of my bag for your entire bag. Pardon me?
I want 50, yeah, I want.
Of course. You want me to be a real good businessman and bring them to you? So you're going to waste the gas and get it to me? No problem. And I usually bring service with a smile. You will always find some laggards somewhere in the process. Have you made a decision as yet? So you send me through all of this, then they tell me that we keep in the bag? No, I never do business with no one again. When they're ready. That is one shot to avoid. Let me say hand cutters and call it ham. Egg cutters and call it ham. No. Why did you choose the bag you chose? I still didn't get to it yet. Special food. Somebody said because we like it? That's what somebody said, because we like it? Because you decided on it. Because you're giving some positive answers, but you are afraid. Not to be afraid of. All right, talk your mind up. The answers under your breath or that I'm hearing, they are good answers. All right? So don't keep them to yourself. How did you guys decide to keep this bag, sir?
Ask the young lady right now. We really wanted to stay about the bag.
Ma'am, why did you decide to advise your team to keep their bag?
I used to feel the bag and I didn't like the bag, and then I let the rest of them touch it to see if they like it as well. They agree. So
Okay.
the bag as a team.
So it was all in the touch and the fact that you like the bag. All right. What kind of thought went into choosing your bag? Some people say touch, some people smell. Like I see the captain there and here in this bag, like he likes the painted on it. Some people like the color of the bag. My curveball question to you. The strategies that you used, the things that you did, do you think that was the best way of deciding whether you would keep your bag as a team or not? Yes? Okay. Team A, you guys went through a process with me that I enjoyed. Firstly, why did you decide not to keep your bike?
We individually touch the bike, and then we individually ask each other if we want to keep or switch.
Then he said
All of it decided
to switch. Switch at first, but he came out with a bike. So we went through another discussion. John Trey.
don't.
John. Anyway. I really offer you, dog.
Huh?
Yes, go ahead.
And we keep after the discussion of our week captain.
No. Let me say. We decided to switch at first, but came back. So no, not for you. No.
Captain, discussion of you.
Discussing you. So we went on again,
Mm-hmm.
discussed again, and
We decided to switch still. So we decided to change the switcher to
Tell me.
have more confidence and more backbone
Mm-hmm.
to rely.
So am I hearing here, guys, that your captain has no backbone?
Yeah.
You were saying that you have a weak captain?
Yes.
But, listen guys, realize that Team A, they are agreeing that they have a weak captain, but they have a strong team. A weak captain, but strong team. And that's good at times for a team. Because as long as a weak captain has a strong team under him, you can still get the job done. As Team A proved. Weak captain, strong team, they got the job done because some person has stepped in and decided, I am going to take over. So, coming out of that exercise, let's look at the characteristics of a team. Firstly, a team must have clear leadership. We realize that it was not here in the case of Team A, but they substituted and they got it done. The first characteristic, strong and clear leadership. Clear goals. What is the goal? Why was this formed? Why was this team formed? Why was this team put together? So Princess Margaret decides, we're going to get prefects. We're going to get hall monitors. That is a team. But why was that team formed? Probably to bring some order on the corridors, to assist the teachers and the management of the school with behavior and so on. Assigned roles. We saw that again with Team A, where one member of the team came up and then they assigned, who was a pretty strong negotiator. So he came and he negotiated firstly, and then they assigned for a second member of the team to analyze the bags, and then to discuss or to recommend to the team which bag is the bag to take. So we saw a lot of the characteristics of a team coming out Group A. Good communication. Did any of the teams have any conflict? Anybody said, man, no, I want that bag, do, no one, no, I care? Any conflict? Or was the communication open across the teams? Great. Was it a group effort? I know it was in the case of Group A. Was it a group effort for you guys here? You sure? Because it's you captain sit down. So we want to keep it. You trade it in. Good? Or we keep it? Was there any group effort? What role did you play in your team? You can't remember? Because you don't play another damn role. What role did you play in your team?
Absolutely why.
You feel it the bike? Okay. And you?
I give my opinion.
You gave your opinion. Was it accepted?
I said I give my opinion.
You gave your opinion and it was accepted as well? What about you, sir? You feel it the bike, you lift it up. So you were testing what? To see how heavy or light the bike was? Great. Yes, ma'am? You gonna do nothing?
Yes.
So what did you do?
I just feel the bike.
You just feel the bike? But you ain't gonna, you want to beat me though? You want to do nothing?
Yes, I just feel the bike. That's it. I just feel the bike. That's it.
Captain, did you accept the suggestions and opinions of your team? Yes, you did. But then did you make the final decision? Or was it like, together we stand, who voted on it? You voted? You sure? I can't remember seeing the voting going on here. You know? Okay. This is a smart table. And the final characteristics of an effective team is trust. How many persons trusted the process? Great. 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 So, let's look at them individually quickly. Clear leadership. Successful teams usually have effective leadership where one or several members act as team leader. And we saw that here, where you have an outstanding team leader, but other members acted as team leaders to get the process, to make the final decision. This helps unify the entire team to work together towards the same goal. Effective leaders often provide guidance, motivation, and focus. Did you get that from your leader? Did she provide guidance? That looks like a no. Did she motivate her team? Pardon me? Oh, you didn't hear? All right. Did she keep you guys focused on the bike? Or are you going on talking about something that happened yesterday and last weekend? So your leader had all three of those qualities. What about the leader from Frederick Smith? Did he keep you focused? Yes? This young man is a very honest young man. So let me ask you, only you. Did your captain provide guidance? He did. How did he motivate the team? Yes. How did he motivate the team to work together to make the final decision? You try to get me to fit the thing good? Yes? Yes, exactly. Clear goals. An effective team may first establish its goals. What is the goal of the team? What is the goal of the football team? What is the goal of the netball team? What is the goal of putting prefects together? So you must first be able to establish the goals. And one of the goals that we would establish is that when I talk, you listen. That's the one of the goals we would establish. When I talk, you listen. And then when you're asked to speak, then you do. I'm not going to compete with you at all. I talk, you talk. It don't work that way with me. The team might work together to identify the common objectives or the goal. What is the common goal? What do we want to achieve? Why are we feeding at this bag? Why are we caressing this bag? Why are we sniffing this bag? What are we trying to achieve at the end of the day by doing these things? And could there be another way of reaching the team's goal without team members may find it easier to commit to a project's goal when they find them important. So the more important the goal is, the more you get your team into it, the more your team is motivated to work along with you. They can create plans for how to accomplish these goals, assigning roles and making schedules. We saw that with Team A. They discussed it. They assigned roles. So the young man in the hoodie, he was the negotiator. He came in and he did his job, and he did a good job at it. And then after that was done, and it came to making a decision, he said, before we make that decision, let me go for my analyzer. And the analyzer came in and did his job. But before they made a decision, he went back to the team. The team asked him, so what are we going to do? Which bag are we going to keep? Which bag are we going to take? And he said, well, I advise you guys that we could take this bag. That's a team at work. Assigning roles, making schedules, setting goals. So the first part of the schedule for Team A was to send in a negotiator. The man that we are going to talk with is a pretty difficult businessman, so let us look for the strongest of our team within that department that could probably handle him. They sent in the negotiator. And he knew that was his role. Just like the goalkeeper on a football team knows that securing those bars is his ultimate role, because there will come a time when, and I'm quite sure those of you who follow football will know this or play football, there comes a time when the goalie comes out of the bars and performs another role as well. True? Because it depends on what is needed by the team at that time. Assigned roles. When each team member has an assigned role, they can make effective contributions to their group and help ensure its success. So my role is, I am the left winger, because I got the strongest left foot on the field, on the team. My role is striker. My role is midfield, because I'm one of the most energetic. So I can get forward when it's time to attack. But when the team needs me to defend, I can get down there and defend as well. So you know your assigned roles. Rockabye baby on the free top. Sit it for me, please. Thank you. Then open communication. A team with open communication allows members to discuss their ideas and feel that their input matters. That again was done with Team A. They had that discussion. There are some team leaders that listened to the discussion, and then when the discussion was done, made the decision. There are some leaders like that as well, that will just for formalities decide we are going to have a discussion, but in my mind I already know what I'm doing. But to make my team feel as if they are involved in the process, we can waste some time and talk it out. But by the end of the discussion, I am going to say, you know what? Y'all made some really good points, you know. And I really agree the input, but here tune. We keeping this back door. Open communication is one of the characteristics of an effective team. Group effort. Effective teams rely on collaboration to complete their tasks and achieve their goals. So they depend on people working, everybody doing their part. We saw with the car, one wheel broken, the car could not go anywhere because that part of the team was not effective. That part of the team did not work. Then we saw the flat tire. That part of the team could still work, but it's wobbly. That part of the team is not effective. That part of the team is adding very little substance to the team. So what we have to do there as a team is to decide whether we can keep the wobbly wheel or if we're going to change that wheel and bring a wheel that is much more effective. Then we saw the vehicle that worked well. Wheels, engine, the full works. Do you think if there was to make a vehicle that the front of the vehicle could go one direction and the back of the vehicle could go in another, do you think that would ever work? Why? It will be off balance, going opposite directions.
Certain parts of the cars mean different places at times.
Certain parts of the car will be in different places at times. So let's look at that as a team. You have a team that is not together. Some going left, some going right, doing their own thing, not participating, not communicating. Then it cannot work. So collaborating or working together is important. And finally, that word, trust. Very, very important in a team. Sit it, don't hurt your back, you see? Thank you very much, man. Teams that have trust between members often accomplish their goals because they believe in the work process of the project. Again, Team A, they trusted their negotiator to go and to work on behalf of the team. Then they trusted the person who analyzed for them to make the best decision for the team. And you will realize that there was a level of trust because when he came back, the team did not question him, why you made that decision, why this bag, I don't think you made the right decision. They trusted him. They said, sure, this is the bag we want to keep? Yes. Okay, fine. We'll keep that bag. So therefore you had now the characteristics of the team. Now, the toothpaste, the teamwork toothpaste activity. This is going to be fun. And I'm going to give you some time with this because this one is not. Have you guys decided whether you're going to keep your captain or not? Have you had a meeting as to whether you're going to keep your captain, you're going to throw your captain overboard for the Sharks, or you're going to work with your captain?
We can keep you for the captain for now.
Okay, the team says we will keep him for now. For now. Pardon me? Where there? You didn't bring any? Alright, so on your table you will have one tube of toothpaste. You're gonna have one toothpick per person. You're also supposed to have a plate. But we ain't saying the place. You say further on, Drew? Okay. So we're gonna have a plate per table. Did you bring the paper towel? Now see this team member is not operating at her fullest. She got the team wobbly.
You could use 6 regular plates.
Okay. Here comes the plates. Now, captains, group leaders, you are going to take going to female's bathroom and bring some tissues, please. She forgot those as well. She told me, but yeah, so she said no.
I had class.
Group leaders, you are going to take your tube of toothpaste and you are going to empty it onto the plate. All of it. This now is teamwork at its best. And we're going to see if any of the characteristics that we discussed above would be employed in this exercise. So you're going to empty all. You've delegated your role, sir. You've given up your.
Everybody gets a chance. Everybody gets a chance.
Okay.
We all while y'all are working, because remember you still gotta put like pictures and stuff. Right? So you saying y'all know you take pictures of y'all.
Remember for your portfolios that there's going to.
Somebody asked her if the cat opened the bike.
There is not yet. You'll get to open the bags, but not yet. I promise you that you will get to open the bags, but not yet. Remember for your portfolios that in your scrapbooks we're going to have teamwork. So your facilitators will probably be taking some photos of you working as a team. And we also have our photographer here who will get that for you. Have we completed the first part of the exercise? All the toothpaste is out of the tube. No.
Taking pictures of people.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Now, guys, I need you to be quiet for a minute. No more talking. The only voice I should hear right now is my voice as I give you the next step. And I want you to be quiet as you listen to the next step. So you've had, all of your toothpaste is now out of the tube. Each member of the team should have been given one toothpick. With the tools presented to you, as a team, you will now put all of that toothpaste back into the tube. Of course I know how to do this. No, a scissors was not given to you. So, with the tools presented to you, you will put all the toothpaste back into the tube. You will not introduce any item that was not presented to you. So no scissors, no boy should have got the knives in here. Teamwork at its best. We are all members of Supreme Counseling for Personal Development. We are smart individuals. We have teamed up with one of the smartest organizations in the world, Princess Trust International. So we are intelligent people and we will achieve. So, pardon me? No. That's not a part of the tool that was given to you. Don't tell me your role is motivator again.
I need a scissors.
Well,
whatever you do, right? Just have a discussion, decide, and then proceed. Right?
PMSS has employed a consultant. If you can't water it down. No, you can't water it down. But that is thinking. That is thinking. Pardon me? I am so happy to see that the facilitators who work with the groups in the schools are working with them now and talking it through with them. Teamwork at its best. I want a picture of this huddle here. I love that huddle. I love that huddle.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Together we stand. You guys are working well together. You don't think so? But you know that was not what the tools given to you. I ain't giving the teeth. But you are thinking. And it is good to think. Some people call it critical thinking. Supreme Counseling calls it thinking with sense. Wait. Hold on a minute, guys. There's something I forgot to say to you. Did I forget to say you only had 6 minutes? And did I also forget to say that 5 minutes gone? I'm just joking. Proceed.
No. Something has happened. Where, without using any tools, I don't know what you gave them, one of the groups cut open the tube. And I watched them do it. It's above board.
Okay.
Just let you know in advance.
Princess Margaret?
Yes, it's above board.
Boy,
They didn't use anything in extra.
You could be Princess Margaret principal. You two love them people there.
I keep telling these my children.
PMSS is in the lead and they are doing well.
And it wasn't my idea either, right?
And they sent out their lawyer Braden to say everything was above board.
Everything was above board. I watched them do it.
Yes.
You can use the cardboard, right?
Pardon me?
At least you can use the cardboard, right?
What cardboard?
Box.
The box, yeah, that could be part of your tool.
Also mine.
You can use the box. That can also be a part of the tools given. Pardon me?
Tissue. They want.
Guys, Drew or some person, there's more tissues needed.
Yes, pretty much.
All right, we'll get some for you.
Over here, please. Thank you.
Finish. They are finished. So what I'm going to allow you guys to do very quickly, this table alone, go over to the washroom and clean yourselves up and come back quickly.
They're finished.
Me? Diddy say they do all the work and left me out, you know, me and
He don't need to know what happened.
No, talk to me, Captain. They left you out?
Oh, okay.
You guys can go up very quickly. You have 3 minutes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That would have been my strategy. If this was me, that would have been my strategy.
My team finished first.
They were done actually. Before y'all said finish, they were actually
But
done.
they took too long to say something.
Listen to me, right?
You want to see?
Who's your team? Who's your team?
Listen to me,
Good
right?
job, though.
I saw the look. I saw the look on your face. Good job.
That's not how I meant it. Truly, that's not how I meant it because that's what I would have done. I would not have done the other end. I would have done. That's
Should have cleaned it up here a little bit.
Cutting it the time.
Listen, they say for Tony Sean said you gotta put it back in. Warren Body was like, we gotta cut the end. Man, Mika got scissors to cut the end. It was like, we're gonna use the same thing. Then
So y'all get it all one more.
But they're going to explain to me how they got that cut, though.
I see you get cut too.
And they can't be nobody teeth, no. And it's about teeth was not a part of.
They use the techniques.
Okay.
They use the materials. I being real serious.
What them use?
This so suspect.
I thought so. Okay, just
Okay, guys, as soon as you're finished, you have 3 minutes to go over to the restroom, clean yourselves up, leave everything on your table, and come back, and then we will discuss the process.
Wait. Show me your hands real quick. Yeah, like mine.
You guys didn't do nothing, right?
Yes, sir.
Go and clean yourself up and come back. The ones that didn't do nothing are the ones that are still sitting at their tables, hands clean. Those are the ones who did not contribute to their team. You could, it's up to you. If you've got other engagements. Well, yeah, I understand, but if I tell you that, then you should know it's all right. Yeah. How is it so far?
It's very interesting. Everybody seems to be working really well together. They would have met each other before, like
No.
outside of the school.
No.
The two face figures. They get me on my feet, so
Well, I should say no. They would have met outside before, like the Supreme Socials. Because when we're doing socials, we bring everybody together. So. Okay, are we all back? All right, guys, so let us continue. Take your seats, please. And we are going to start with peace. I need the captain of peace to join me out front.
Motivate.
Hold on, where did I put my pointer? Where? Oh, yes. Thank you. What I want you to do, sir, come. The microphone is yours. Your team finished first. I need you to explain to us what is the process? What process did you use? How did you come up with the idea to do what you did? How did you work as a team? So let's start there. How did you work as a team on the project?
We decided to
You got the mic so you talk straight.
we decided, right, that we would think how to open, how to get out, and
See something, man. We decided that. Try it again, let me see.
I could just use my voice.
No, your voice is loud enough. Use the mic correctly. There you go. Thank you, sir.
We decided to open the toothpaste.
The tube.
We used the toothpaste to open it, and then we decided to put back in the toothpaste inside of it.
From the bottom.
Yeah.
Did you guys work as a team?
Yeah.
Did everybody contribute to the work?
No.
No, who did not contribute to the work?
Me, the motivator, another motivator, and one person watching.
So the captain did not contribute to the work done.
We told him what.
Who took lead?
The man in the grave.
The man in the what?
Lion.
Oh, St. George. The young man from St. George took lead. But so you don't know the name of your team members?
I'm not good at remembering names.
Oh, you're not. Or you're like me. I'm not good at remembering names either. What's your name again?
Roger.
Who?
Roger.
Roger. Okay.
I'm not good at remembering names.
All right. Thank you, sir. Your team tried, but your explanation was not very convincing. Who came in? PMSS. Imagine, right? I got a mic around my head. I still got the mic into my mouth. Smart, aren't I? Captain, come please. Hello. I don't work at CBC. What process did you go through?
Our process was we got toothpaste out of the tube, and then we use the toothpaste.
Can you guys hear him? Although he got make his sign, right?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Right. Yes.
So our first objective was to get the toothpaste out of the tube, and then we opened the toothpaste tube with the toothpick at the top, and then we put it back in. Using the toothpicks again.
Did your entire team participate?
No, please.
No. As leader, did you do anything to motivate your team?
Yes.
You did? What did you do to motivate your team?
I told them that we have.
Guys, you have to listen, and if you are speaking, it means that you cannot be listening effectively. Yes?
Well, the first thing I told them that we had to try to get the toothpaste back into the tube. I got some suggestions, and the first suggestion was to open the tube with toothpick.
Okay. And that suggestion came from one of your team members or from your consultant?
One of my team members.
Okay. How long did it take you to complete the task? Guesstimate.
I don't know, roughly 5 minutes.
5 minutes? No, it couldn't be 5 minutes, but it's all right. Thank you.
I don't
Give PMSS a round of applause. The Lions, did you complete the task? Come, Captain. Tell us about your process. What did you do?
So at first we come together to think to see what we was gonna do. Then we struggle like. Then after the first at first we gonna get do, but we gonna get do. So we just come together again and then think and then see what we could do from there. Then after we find a way. So after we find a way, we come together and then do it.
Great. Did all your team members participate?
Yes.
So you had full team support.
Yes.
As the leader, were you able to keep your team focused?
Yes.
Okay. What about motivate? How did you motivate your members?
So I was saying we can do it. We can do it and stuff.
Okay, so you were saying that we can do it, we can do it. And one thing that this young man said that I want us to remember not only for this exercise or for this seminar, but for life. He said we strategized first, but we could not get it done. It did not work. But they did not give up. They came together again as a team and came up with a new strategy. And then they realized that that strategy worked. And that is how they were able to get the job done. So that's another lesson of teamwork. Thinking, a leader that is thinking, okay, we tried A. A is not working for us. Let us try B. And when they tried B as a team, they realized, you know what? Yeah, B is working. Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Give the Lions a round of applause. Together we stand. Stand up, leader. Come forth. How did you get the task done? What did you do?
Right, so at first, we squeezed all the toothpaste, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
All right, hold a minute, please. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. Captain, we lead by example. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
right, so at first we squeezed out all the toothpaste, as sir said. Then we took the toothpaste and we start putting in bits by bits inside the tube. Then, as it gets full, as it filled up, we had to blow some air inside of the tube to make it get more room inside so we could continue filling it up.
Good. So what I'm hearing now from Together We Stand is that they use a different method in that they put the toothpaste back in the tube. They realized that there would have been some air that would have been stopping it from going down. You guys blow air into it, and then you continue. So a different method, different way of doing it, but you got the job done. Did your team work together?
Yes, we did.
You had any conflict within your team? Nobody that felt that something could have been done differently?
Yes, we thought something else could have been done, but we wasn't too sure about it, so we did it that way.
You continued on your path.
Yes.
I think one of your team members are trying to send you a message or something over there. Teamwork at its fullest.
Oh, and we also use our hands.
Mm-hmm.
We also use our hands to fill up the tube.
They also use their hands to fill up the tube. Another message there from another team. Oh boy. You guys really standing together.
Right.
It took sacrifice. Fantastic. Great job. Give Together We Stand a round of applause. Ocean, Captain. If you are afraid, you can delegate one of your members to speak on the team's behalf. All right, I am afraid, and welcome. Did you complete the task?
Yes.
Okay, so they got the task completed. How did you go about it?
At first, we used the pick.
I have to teach you young people how to use a microphone.
At first,
Mm-hmm.
we used the pick.
Mm-hmm.
And then they stopped the pick for working. So then we used the fingers.
Mm.
Fingers were working in a controversial field, it went from here. Like, but we still getting.
So at first we use the ticks didn't working, so we use the fingers, and we realized that didn't working either because they went from my hands, but we still getting. So how did you get it in? With your fingers. Was it a team effort? Everybody participated? Did you have any specific roles that anybody played with the task, or it was one role for everybody? One role, just take it up and put it in. Thank you. Team A. Who is representing Team A this time around? The negotiator. So, you got the task completed?
Yes.
You got a microphone in your hand?
Yes.
Good. How did you do it?
We undid the toothpaste, as you say. We tried using toothpaste to get it back in through the nozzle, of course. And I remember saying that you said we have the tools presented to us. So I did. I bit the bottom of. I tore off the bottom of the toothpaste.
You tore it off how?
With my teeth.
With your teeth?
Yes.
Did they give you your teeth as a part of my tools?
No, you say to present to us.
Those were presented by God, not by me. Okay, continue.
Anyway, so they tore off the bottom of the tube, so we got the toothpaste back in, and yeah.
And you got it done?
That's about it.
Okay, great. Thank you. Hold on. Come. Did you guys work as a team?
Yes, we did.
All of your team members contributed?
We had 2 motivational speakers, so that was a plus.
Did you say, or you're going to be motivated, or they just decide they're not doing anything, and are you trying to fool me saying they were motivators?
I said that Roland and John were motivators.
Were motivators?
Yes,
okay.
So that's about it.
Yeah. You seem to be acting as the team's captain. What's going on there?
I mean, I won't say he's captain, but I would say it was a little substitute for,
For everything that happened this morning?
Pretty much, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
So, we have a situation where all the teams worked together, and as working as a team, you were able to accomplish the goal. You got all the toothpaste back into the tube, one way or the other. Do you think any of you would have been able to do it as an individual in the time in which you did it? Hell no. So it means that teamwork is important. And everybody in the team must participate, must contribute in order for the mission to be accomplished, in order for us to reach our goal. Now we're doing well with time. We're actually ahead of time because this was supposed to be the next thing, but it ain't. Because we still have 23 minutes to go before lunch. I don't think the lunch is ready as yet. If it was, I would break here, but I don't think they have the lunch out as yet. No, not as yet. So we are going to skip lunch for the day. Just joking. I just hear somebody say, oh, I would have come for you. And them is fighting words, big man. And we're going to do another exercise. Yes. To take up that time. This is going to be fun. I am going to enjoy this. It's all about teamwork. It's the Supreme Counseling for Personal Development Teamwork Seminar, working along with Achieve, to achieve the certificate that you will need in teamwork, a certificate that can be used as a part of your qualifications as you seek further education, as you seek employment. Captains, stand. With the piece of cloth that were given to you. Captains, join me. With the cloth presented. All captains. Ocean, I want you to open your cloth over here. Together we stand, yes, and remembering them. I want you to open your cloth over here. Lions, here, open your cloth. PMSS, can't remember what it stands for, but I remember. Come here. Team A. I remembered. Come over this side for me, please. I'm seeing that he's laughing at you, right?
He's sad.
Take your time.
Well,
Peace. Get on stage.
lucky you.
Open your. Spray them down, guys. Put them on the floor. Now, guys, we have to keep our eyes on them closely so they don't fool us, because is there a marking on each of them? Or we have a marking on each of them? Or we have the paper on each of them? I know. Now, as soon as they're all sprayed down, you need help over there, son? All right, we'll go a bit further across. Good, great. Now, team members, captains, I need you to stand on your piece of cloth. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. So stand on your piece of cloth. Good. All right, a team there still lagging a bit. Oh, okay. All right, it's all right. It's all good. Stand on your piece of cloth, please, Ocean. Get in the middle of the ocean. Thank you. Team members, I need you to stand, and I need you to join your captains in standing on your ocean, on your island. So the cloth is a piece of an island. It's your island. To dream the impossible dream. Yes, ma'am. Pardon me? Yeah, I know.
Look, they grew huge.
Which grew huge? That is going to make it fun. If it don't work out, we'll choose it. Now, I need you guys to be extremely careful, especially the team on stage. Be extremely careful. Now listen very quietly to the instruction. It's the dream, the impossible dream. Now, without touching the ground, so anything outside of the cloth, that's lava, so it's hot. So you are not supposed to step off of your island. If you step off of your island, you have to start all over again. What ain't hearing that yet, though? Y'all ain't hear a thing yet. Now, your task is to flip your island on the other side without touching the ground. You must remain on your island and you are going to flip your island on the other side. Teamwork. Let's go. The dream, the impossible dream. I am going to give you I'm going to give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Remember, you must not step off of your island. To dream the impossible dream. One person fell off the island, but the thing got to start all over again. You have to start all over again as some person got it done? Huh?
Some boy step off.
Or if you step off, you have to start all over again. Teamwork at its best. Yo, this team is finished? They got it done? Nobody touched the ground? This team is finished? Completed? Stay on your island. Congrats. This is why am I not surprised? With a name like Together We Stand, you should be able to get it done. You did well. You guys got it done? Not as yet? You guys got it done as yet?
They're still negotiating.
Oh yeah, two teams negotiating?
Trying to get passport for each other's side.
Okay.
Nobody trusts anybody, right?
So they're switching islands?
They're trying to, and then one person one side come over, then the other side will, but nobody wants to trust anybody. So
I am loving this teamwork. I am loving this teamwork here.
oh, they're trading now.
I want is
Oh, this is nice. Wait a minute.
I like the concept. I see a different concept though. That they're not employing. Everybody should probably, the majority should probably try to go on one island first as much as they can take, switch that island and then.
Exactly, but we don't know where they're taking it, so
Exactly, we'll see where they're taking it.
But guys, remember?
You guys got it done? You did? Anybody touch the ground? And this is PMSS. Great. How is my favorite? No, I can't say that out loud. How is this team doing? You're finished?
Yeah.
Woo! And this is Team A. Good job. One foot on the ground.
Y'all gotta communicate.
Communication is another characteristic in teamwork. Remember that. Communicate. You have to communicate. There must be clear leadership. The leader must keep the team focused, motivated. There must be assigned roles. You have 5 more minutes with this task. They have a few teams who are already finished. Finishing first was the team Together We Stand. Secondly, finishing was Ocean. No, sorry, not Ocean. No, that's not correct. Was this team here, PMSS. Third finishing, Team A. Team A.
Oh, they were
PMSS. Yes.
My bad. Wait, who did finish first?
Yes, they finished first. Second here.
I just want to say. Who was third? Two of mine. And the rest of mine. I just saying.
You're just in winner's row, right?
So who finished third?
Third here.
Oh, them in done?
No, these two here. Y'all got it done? What I love about, all right, guys, and peace is still trying to piece it together. What I love about these two teams is that the two islands are so close, like Trinidad, Tobago, Barbados. The two of them are so close that they decided to work together. So here we are saying now that two teams, two companies merged. Two companies came together and they worked out a strategy that worked for both companies. What they did, based on what I saw, is that Lions, trying to remember the names, Lions and Ocean came together, and the members from Lions joined some of the members from Ocean on their island while they flipped their island, and then they did the same thing in reverse. That is teamwork. Before we go any further, I want you to give these two teams a round of applause. That is teamwork at its fullest, where you realize that it is not necessarily a task that I can accomplish on my own, that I can achieve on my own. You know what? Let me go to my neighbor next door and see how I can get my neighbor involved. And that is teamwork. Together We Stand For some reason, I don't know if it got to do with the name, but these guys finished first. Captain, how did you achieve that?
As me and DeMarco, we came up with an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest blended in with the idea.
Okay, so the captain and one of the members came up with an idea, and then you shared it with the team, and the team agreed with the idea, and everybody worked together. Fantastic teamwork. Although I'm hearing some whispers, them cheat.
They're just haters. They're just haters.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. This is going to turn into an Iran-Iraq situation. PMSS came second.
I know you were just forgetting.
Yeah, I did.
I realized.
Captain, you're bringing a win. Are you close up there? How did you guys do it? What was the plan? Was there a plan?
Yes, there was.
So what was the plan?
So one of the team members told me that to get everyone on one side,
Mm-hmm.
and then to start with the other side.
Oh, so everybody went on one side,
And then we twist it over.
and then you twisted over and did what from there?
And they get everyone on the other side.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Congrats. Now, it was an activity where everybody had to participate in order to get the job done. So nobody could cheat, nobody could stand up and not do anything, nobody could step off the island, otherwise you would have had to start off. So it was an exercise where everybody had to participate. Lions.
That cross there, sir.
Yeah, sorry, these different things, right? Team A, you guys came in third, which is 2 down from your usual spot. How did you guys achieve it? What was the plan?
The plan was we decided to, at first, everybody come on one side,
Mhm.
forward, and then we step on the other side that was forwarded on the other side,
Mhm.
then forwarded cross,
Mhm.
and then we spread across the forward side to the other side.
Spread across. You spread it across, so you see all the tags up like yours.
Yeah, realize. Any of the members created a challenge? Were you have any members who were difficult?
No.
Who did not want to cooperate with the exercise? No, everybody worked well?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I see fingers pointing.
Now, if you start that day, he worked to stop learning.
Let's give Peace a round of applause. They finished last,
They finished.
but the important thing is they're finished. And that was important. And you guys had a smaller space to work with. What was the strategy, Captain? How did you guys get it done? He was just moving. Did you see any of the strategies or any of the characteristics in the team? Did you guys employ any clear leadership, define roles, communication? Any of those things you employed? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. All right, guys, so we have just seen teamwork at work. It was an exercise where everybody had to participate in order to achieve your mission. Even if it meant that you had to move, moving was a part of that participation. You had to communicate as well. So the majority, if not all, the members had to talk with each other. You had to work out a strategy. You had to come up with a plan on how you would achieve that goal. And you did. You all did well. Give yourselves a round of applause. The exercise took us straight up to lunch. So it is now your lunch time. You will have lunch from 12 until 1. I hope that you guys, how many of you here eat sardines? Anybody? Good, fantastic. I love them. With or without anything on them, they go down well. Well, the people who eat sardines can eat today. Because the menu today is black-eyed pea rice and sardine. Just joking.